Our very special guest is a mountaineer, a climber, an athlete, a flyer with finest name in the whole world.
Oh, yeah.
A big, live and deadly welcome for Squash Falconer.
Now, our next guest knows a thing or two about high-flying adventures. She climbs some of the highest mountains in the world. But she doesn't just walk back down again. Oh, no, she flies. Adventurer and paraglider Squash Falconer likes nothing better than taking to the air, and she's taking these aerial skills to the extreme. An experienced mountaineer, she scaled some of the world's highest mountains.
This is really exciting.
Just earlier this year, she fulfilled a lifelong dream by scaling Everest, the world's highest mountain. But the record breaker for Squash was becoming the first British woman to paraglide from the top of Mont Blanc, a 3,000-metre jump into the unknown.
And she's flown in here to join us. Everyone give it up for Squash Falconer!
Hi, Squash! Hello.
Thank you so much for coming on. I had to ask, first off, is Squash Falconer your real name?
No, it's actually a nickname. My sister couldn't say my name when I was born, and it was supposed to be Louise. So she called me Ease, then Peas, then Squashy Peas, and then just Squash, and it stuck.
It's a good name.
Always.
I think it's very catchy. How did you get into mountaineering?
Well, it started off, I did a ski season when I was 18, got a love for the mountains then, and then I started doing adventure races, and then some of my friends were climbing a mountain, and I thought, I fancy having a go at that.
But you didn't fancy walking back down again?
No, the first one we walked back down, then the second one I took my snowboard, then I took a bum board, and then eventually I took my paraglider and I flew down.
Well, show us what that actually is. How do you manage to fly down?
This is my lightweight paraglider. So I carry it up in this backpack that turns inside out into a harness.
Right.
And I set it up on the top. If the conditions are right, I can take off and fly down.
And how do you use the wildlife sometimes, don't you, to tell whether the conditions are good?
That's right. When you're flying, you can use birds because they catch the thermals and fly up. And if you see, like, sometimes you're lucky enough to see lammergei, lots of kites and eagles and hawks and things like that, and you can follow them, and it's amazing to fly with the birds.
And you actually had, unwittingly perhaps, a world record first, didn't you?
That's right, yeah. After I climbed Mont Blanc and flew from the summit, I found out that I was the first British female to do it, so that was amazing.
How long did it take you to get up and down again?
2 days up, 20 minutes down.
I think that's absolutely
so
brilliant.
Jealous.
And I want to know about your knicker philosophy.
Okay,
Tell me about that.
I think that if your knickers are right, then everything goes right. You know, the principle is if the small things are right, the big stuff's okay. So I have a clean pair of knickers for every down a mountain, which goes against a lot of mountaineers. You know, on Everest, I took 60 pairs.
It does.
I like that.
My biggest mountain, I had 6 weeks, never changed my pants once.
That's disgusting, Steve.
Terrible.
It's disgusting. I don't want to know
a
about
fresh
that.
pair on every day.
Have you got another challenge lined up?
I'm off to Mexico. I'm going exploring Mexico on a motorbike, actually, so a completely different challenge.
Do you know what? We have a challenge that's even bigger than that for you later on. This could be the biggest challenge of your entire life, Squash.
Steve and Squash have got kitted up and into position, ready for today's celebrity challenge. But where are they? They're up there! You all right, guys?
Yeah,
So what you're going to have to do is swing across the gap from those parachute cords that you're attached to. Try and pop the deadly water balloons over there. Only one pop per swing, please. If you miss, you're going to have to haul yourselves back to the beginning and start again. So it's going to be the first one to pop all 6 balloons, or the one who pops the most within a minute. We've got Marina and Rob standing by to count up for me. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's find out who will be the king of the swingers. 3, 2, 1. And, oh, straight away he's put, oh, they've both put one. Oh, cool. Getting into the swing of things already. Fantastic. And he's popped 2. What about king of the swingers? I'm looking at a princess of the swingers from here. Oh, and he missed. He missed it. Can Squash the balloons? Hope she didn't run out of juice. It really is. Serious physical challenge, this one. Serious effort to heave yourself back onto that wooden bar so you can relaunch yourself. I wouldn't fancy my chances against Squash. I'm sorry. Sing along at home, everybody. Go on, Squash. Oh, nearly. Go on. Little bit of cheating. Oh, I love this. I think Princess might be deliberately trying not to pop the balloons because he hasn't got his waterproof mascara on today. 5 seconds left. Stop cheating. 3, 2, 1. Stop! Who won? It's quite clear, I think, isn't it? So 4's got Squash left. Steve's only got 2, so that means Steve is the winner! I don't believe it. Your first one this series. How do you feel, Steve?
Soggy.
Squash, how do you think they've done?
I think they've done fantastically. I think some of them have got budding careers in making spider webs.
Arachnid architects. Well, there was a few creative differences going on in this team, but you've done a great job. Shall we see if they will catch a fly?